What's going on, guys? Hey, how are you? Repeat back with you, and it's another Monday night. That means it's time for the Shake and Bake Cup Series, and tonight we are going to be live from the one and only, now famed Rockingham Motor Speedway. Practice is now in the books. Qualifying is about to kick off. Definitely want to thank everybody that's coming out so far, as well as a few recent follows that kind of gave us a follow while we were offline, talking about Teelan, Mary Jane, and I Love Sim Racing. Thank you very much for the recent follows up to, about the last hour or so. Are going to have, just about 30, I think I saw about 38, 39 cars going to be on track tonight. We'll show you a little bit of what we're going to be doing as we got the cars in the background. And, yeah, so here's tonight's race details. We got a good old 78-degree air temp with a 92-degree track temperature. That means that these cars are going to be wicked loose in some areas. From what I saw in practice, most of the time that they're loose is in getting back in the throttle, coming off of the corners. So we'll have to see how they do as the night progresses. If you want to see exactly how practice ran, I can show you who was fastest there while we're waiting on qualifying to wrap up. But in practice, these were your. Let me go ahead and bring that all the way up to the top for you. In practice, Sean Hook in his 000 buckshot numbers he was fastest. Timothy Latham in his number 6 right behind. Matt O'Brien P3, Jimmy Cocker P number 4, Ryan Crooks driving for EMGG, and got some new sponsor information we might be able to release just a little bit later on, as well as Tom Harmon, and looks like behind Tom Harmon is going to be PJ O'Leary, Hunter Johnson, Mr. Pizzicemi, and then Jordan Bain. Looks like he is done with his qualifying lap, so we're going to go ahead and switch that over to old Mr. Honeycutt, and we're going to bring up our scoring tower. That way everybody can see exactly where your driver is setting so far. There were a few penalties after last week's race, so some guys are going to have to start from the rear. Some guys are actually going to have to start from pit road as the race rolls on. Looks like the 50, he's about done with his qualifying lap. Let's check in now with the 69 of James Holtzer, and talking about EMGG, here he is in his 69 Camaro. One of my favorite years that Camaros were ever made. Looks like Flitcroft's going to be up top, Harmon second. Holtzer right now is tracking third, coming across the line one more time. Holtzer actually got into practice just a little bit later, so he wasn't able to run a whole lot of practice laps, but I'm going to guess he got a lot of practice time in over the last few days to be able to start P number 3. Zim, I see you out there in chat. What's going on, buddy? It was great to catch you and all of your guys in your stream, watching the Halo series, and you guys taught me something about Cloud9. Well, here is that Cloud9 20 that I was talking about on during your stream. I had never known that they were a big organization, very much into gaming. Now I do. Thank you very much for the education. We'll have to see how Mr. O'Brien fares as the race goes on. Let's pick up with the 61 of Micah Allard. He's another very, very strong racer, week in and week out. Let's see where he races. Broderick, what's going on, man? How are you? Thank you very much for coming out. Definitely appreciate that. Right now, got about 10 guys or gals out there in chat that are all set to see this Shake and Bake Cup Series kick it off right here from the Rockingham Motor Speedway. Here is the other EMGG car, the 25 of Ryan Crooks. You want to talk about a comeback kid. Last week, Mr. Crooks went 2 laps down due to a fueling issue, and then a caution that came out and trapped him. He was able to battle his way all the way back and come home with a P2. So hopefully this week he doesn't have to fight so hard, and maybe he could be there all the way through to the end. Then we pick up with the number 6, Raise Energy Rock Straps Camaro for the one and only Timothy Latham. Guys and gals, if you need anybody out there to paint you a scheme, no matter what kind of car or truck it's on, reach out to Mr. Latham. The man is amazing with that digital brush. It does a great job. So it looks like he's done with his qualifying lap. Let's go on through, see if we can pick up with the 44 of old Byron Jones. Got my name on the side of his car. Actually runs for me in Patriot Esports. As it looks like he is done there as well, and qualifying is now over. So, as you see, Rockingham Motor Speedway, nicknamed Thunder Valley. Also on the other side of the track, it says The Rock. That's exactly what this place is. It is a rock to try to beat down. But again, we're going to have a lot of guys out there. Let's go ahead and pull up your qualifying order. Show you how everybody is going to line up here in just a moment. So there we go. Tom Flitcroft, old Tom Flitty, in his number 12. He's going to start P number 1. Hunter Johnson will be to his outside. Third is going to be Matt O'Brien with Tom Harmon P4. Timothy Latham, P number 5. James Holtzer, again, late arrival, but was able to put a pretty decent qualifying lap down. Ryan Crooks, so his teammate's going to start side by side. Jordan Bain in his B-Water, number 46, will start P8. Sean Hook in his 00, who's fastest in practice, he's going to start P number 9. Jordan McGraw, old J-Mac, in his number 34, will start P10. Nathan Mon will start P11. Micah Allard, which we jumped on board with, he's going to start P12. P13 is going to be the one and only Brendan Book, a guy that got it done last week in his Target Camaro. Let's see if we can go 2 for 2. PJ O'Leary is going to start P number 14. John Honeycutt is going to start P number 15 in his number 50. Then in 16th is going to be Ryan McCall in his number 30. Byron Jones, that we're kind of watching right now, he'll be starting P17. Tyler Dohar is going to start P18. P19 and beyond. Looks like P19 is going to be Andrew Sanford, and 20th is going to be John Osborne. So it's going to be a lot of fun. Glad that everybody's out here. Definitely looking forward to it. You picked one hell of a race to watch. I personally only ran about maybe 5 to 10 laps on this track. It is a lot of fun to race, but this track, I mean, it will shred up your tires. I'm not exactly sure how many pairs or how many sets of tires these guys will have for Rockingham, but I can assure you that the admins will probably just about generous. That way they were able to go ahead and try to be aggressive, as sometimes that is what's called for during the races. So let's pick up on somebody else here. How about old James Holtzer in that 69 EMGG Camaro? Again, right now sitting P number 6 in practice, but he's looking pretty stable. Kind of guiding it down on the yellow line, letting it wash up all the way to the backstretch wall, down again to that yellow line, going through turns 3 and 4. He'll accelerate, let it wash up towards the outside wall. That way he carries as much speed as possible. If you turn the wheel in, you're just scrubbing speed, and that's not what you want to do. All right, so practice is over, and now we're going to go ahead and get everybody all lined up. I'll go ahead and bring up your grid here in just a moment. So here we go. I went through the grid let me actually go ahead and do that one more time here. Let me get rid of that. There we go. Stratus, buddy, thank you very much for the sub, sir. Definitely appreciate you. So that was that's the top 12 grid that I showed you earlier. Let's go a little bit further back. I got up to P20. That was John Osborne. So then it's going to be Andrew Sanford a little bit further back. Go ahead and pick up on him right now. He's not yet loaded in, but John Osborne, Brody Falliker. Then we're going to have Andrew Zapfi, brand new driver in the 89 Toyota. Sean Blanchard in that swag.biz machine. Jacob Palmer. And we got Maurice Burnett, David Hauk, and Jose Ruiz. So we're going to go ahead and get back up to the top with Hunter Johnson and Tom Flitcroft. Again, Tom Flitcroft, he is your pole setter. looks like the lights on the pace car are out already, so I'm not going to try to pull Tom into the booth. We're going to let him, kick it off and get ready to go. I definitely hope everybody out there is doing well. We're about ready to kick this off. Again, this is the Shake and Bake Cup Series presented by Rock Straps. I put the Rock Straps link out there in chat a little bit ago. I'll go ahead and do it again. And man, if you're a fan of bungee cords, these are a whole lot better than bungee cords. Go on over, buy yourself a set. They won't scratch or damage your goods. They'll hold them down better than bungee cords will, and they're a whole lot safer too. So everybody coming through 3 and 4, you see the pace car. It's about to make that left turn towards Albuquerque. Get out of their way. Tom is going to be the first one to mash on the throttle. Here we go from the Rock.
Green flag, green flag.
Green flag's out, 12 to get first on the loud pedal, 32 to Hunter Johnson, 2 is outside, but the leader always has the advantage. You see the 20 Cloud9 machine able to dive right in. That's going to be Matt O'Brien, but James Holtzer with a huge run on the outside is going to pull up right behind that Avril Lavigne, number 68 for Tom Harmon, down on the bottom side. This track wears down tires so bad, you really want to try to be as aggressive as possible in the beginning. Either that or you really want to save for the long run. So far, it looks like Holtzer is going to go ahead and choose the aggressive side and get on out there and try to pick up as many spots as he can from the get-go. So good. We'll have to see how that fares for him a little bit later on when the guys that are conserving start to move up and he moves back. Then again, he's also a great driver. Knows how to save his tires. All right, let's go ahead and switch this up, bring us back to the scoring tower. That way y'all can keep up and you don't have to read the scroll left to right. Definitely appreciate all of y'all that are out there right now. It's going to be one hell of a race. Retro Juice saying, let's go 37, just sucks the new Steam didn't load in. I apologize. I'll tell you what, just in case it's me and not him, I will go ahead and I'll refresh all the paint schemes out here on track. You're going to see a different screen here, and then we'll do that. So all the cars are going to go white for just a moment, and then we'll come back and see what happens. But Sean Hook back here in the 00, guy that was very fast in practice, right behind this Cloud9, number 20 for Matt O'Brien. Matt started in P3, now in P6. He's already down 3 spots. Thomas Harmon started P4, now P5. Ryan Crooks right now started P7, back to P8, down 1 spot. So let's go back and take a look at that number 37 one more time and see if the paint scheme changed. And that's going to be for Andrew Sanford in that Get Wet Sports number 37 Toyota. Dale fan out there, that is Byron Jones's grandmother. I love how she always comes out and wishes Byron a great race in his Rusty's number 44. Right now sitting in P14, up 3 spots. So he started 17th, and so far doing pretty good. Byron was a little bit leery when I talked to him in pre-race, wondering exactly how the race was going to go. He ran here earlier this year in the B-Fast iRacing series, and about every 15 laps or so, somebody would get really loose. A caution would come out. So far, not the case as we work lap 8 of 150 here at the Rock. Mary Jean out there saying good luck, Honeycutt and Flickcroft saying pole and P1 for Tom. Win exactly. Yeah, Tom was definitely able to go ahead and grab the pole, and he pulled away for just a little bit. But right now, it looks like he's actually fallen back to P number 3. He's got the 69 and the 20, a couple of guys side by side right behind him. It was kind of funny, I was catching up with the EMGG stream over the last couple of days, and EMGG and Cloud9 really dueling it out. I'm not sure if they played each other, but dueling it out in Halo and in different games that I was able to watch for the championships out in Kansas City. That was actually really cool. Oh no, Flickcroft, you did not, you didn't jinx him at all. More than likely, Tom, he's gonna give up a couple spots. As you see him running up high, giving up a couple spots. That way, he's not wearing out what he's got, for a car. Not wearing out his tires, nothing like that. He's doing what he's got to do. But we do have a new leader in the front. It's going to be the number 6 Rockstraps Camaro for Timothy Latham. Hunter Johnson in this number 32 Nike Air Jordan machine, sitting P2. Tom Flickcroft again back to P number 3, running the high side. Kind of wonder if this might be by design or if this is if he's just he could be a little loose, so he had to move on up to get that car to tighten up. But as the race goes on, as his car tightens up, he might move back down as he gets a monster run off of the top. That's another thing that he's got up there as well, and that is all kinds of momentum. Looking at Tom and this number 12 GM Good Wrench Service Monte Carlo. Kind of took it back old school as you see the entire field coming off of turns 3 and 4 all the way down the front stretch behind him. Long train of cars on that bottom side, but everybody's pretty much, doing a great job. Working lap 14 right now. So far, all green flag. Tom Flickcroft, he did start on pole. Right now, leaders is Timothy Latham. Sean Hook now in this number 00 Raptor Camaro. Kind of liking his paint scheme to be 100% honest. See the Raptor eye coming through the paint as it's kind of clawed to the side. It's a nice looking car. 69 of Holtzer, just saw him shoot on by on the high side to move now. Holtzer now up to P number 4, up 2 spots from where he originally began. This is the view from inside this 69 Camaro. When I was talking to Byron Jones in the 44 earlier, he said that he was predominantly staying in 4th gear all the way around this track. It looks like Holtzer right there as well. We'll see if he shifts into 5th gear, going into, nope, he's staying in 4th gear all the way around this track. So no 5th gear usage. Oh, 6 car came on down. I'm guessing got a little loose. Made contact with the 69. Looks like everybody's going to be able to save it and move on. And I take that back. Caution is out. I'm going to guess something happened behind these guys after they got checked up. Let's check in with Sean Hook and ride along with him, find out what happened. There's the 24. You see the guys in front that had to check up. Tom Flickcroft came up to avoid hitting the 69, and couple kind of got put into the wall and just nowhere to go. Everybody ended up piling in. Some able to drive through either high or low, but everybody will have to come on down pit road. Whoever was involved in that, come on down pit road and try to straighten that out just a little bit. All right, guys, this guy's blinking a little bit, so I want to get away from him as quickly as possible. Looks like the 69 of Holtzer did pick up some rear damage. Now checking up on the backstretch, as everybody had to check up to wait for the pace car. 69 and 25. Again, teammates for EMGG, brand new team. They started in Shake and Bake last week. Again, the 25 came on home to a P number 2, 69 of Holtzer. Made some late race contact with the 50 of Honeycutt. And for that contact, Honeycutt actually had to start the race on pit road. So let's go ahead and bring it back live. Hi, Born. What's happening? Good to see you out there. Let's go ahead and check with PJ O'Leary right now. Yeah, looks like his 24 is actually doing all right. Don't really see any big issues at all. Actually, on the at least on the left side. Let's go ahead and take a look down his right side. No issues there either. How about his right rear? No, that 24 is crisp, clean, and golden. Good old DuPont colors. So yeah, Highborn, he's all right. All right, let's go ahead and clear off that. So Hunter Johnson was your leader when all that transpired. Let's see if we can maybe grab a quick word with Hunter Johnson. Let's see if I can actually find which team channel he is in. There it is. He's in Output Racing. Let's see if we can't move him to the booth and get a quick word. Hunter Johnson, it is repeat up in the booth, buddy. You got a quick copy in that Nike Jordan Toyota Supra.
Yes, sir, I do.
Well, tell you what, bud, definitely good to talk to you. Looks like you got a pretty good car so far. You got some pretty hungry cars behind you as well after this first caution. Are you going to have what it takes now with, 17 or 18 lap old tires to hold off any hard chargers coming up the backside?
See, I'm kind of just what happened right there for that caution. Walks, they're kind of confused. Got a little bit of damage from what I'm told, but we'll see how it is.
All right, buddy. Well, I definitely wish you a whole lot of luck. I'll go ahead and get you back to your team. You were in Output Racing, correct? All right, I'll go ahead and I'll get you back to your team. Good luck the rest of the way. To see you play a little bit of bumper tag with the one and only Tom Flitty.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
All right, you got it.
What are you doing, Tom?
All right, so we got him back with his team. Yeah, he was kind of quiet. I'm guessing maybe the boom wasn't close enough to his mouth or something. Not 100% sure. But yeah, looks like the lights on the pace car are out. So we're going to go ahead and get ready to go back green one more time. Hunter will have the preferred position, and we'll have to see where Holtzer and Flitcroft and all them line up. It looks like 32 is going to choose the bottom line. 69 is going to be on the high side, and we're going to go ahead and get back going here in just a moment. Green flag back out. 32 very, very quick on the loud pedal. 69 to the outside. We saw Holtzer very aggressive on the restarts earlier. Same thing right here, just shooting around the outside of the 32. Highborn Honey, thank you very much for the follow. Yeah, shot around the outside of the 32. 68 Avril Lavigne machine of Tom Harmon right there as well. And it looks like the 25 of Ryan Crooks and that 24 of PJ O'Leary in your top 5. There you see the 61 of Micah Allard and the 89. This is a brand new driver here in the Shake and Bake series. You see the 34 definitely throwing it into the corner in his Sega machine, pulling even with PJ. And I'm gonna guess that he's got some brand new Eagle Feel Goods that he's getting around this track in. Okay, thought I heard something there about a caution, but not the case. But yeah, there's the 21 also of David Houck. Looks like he's running a red line Ford Mustang GT. Brian Pizzichemi here in the 26, and then Jeff No, Old Stout Whiskey, running this number 55, and Tyler Dohar right behind him in this elite number 77. That is gonna run you through the top 12. As it looks like old Mr. Cocker's gonna try to challenge Dohar to the outside. 55 Carolina Basement Solutions rocking a new color this week. Usually it's kind of a baby to a dark blue. This week it kind of looks like it might be a little bit of a forest green to black. Either way, always very, very good. And Jeff No, very, very clean driver as well. Let's go ahead and get back up front. Hunter Johnson looks like he was able to get back up there. And you see James Holtzer now running running the high side. Yellow's out one more time. Let's see if we can't find exactly what this is for. So far, no persons of interest have popped up for me. I don't think it's going to have something to do with Jeff No, but let's go back and double check. See the 31 to his outside, 30 there as well. And yep, all right. So that's why it showed Jeff no. So right after we switched the camera, that's what happened. So that's the reason for caution number 2. Let's go ahead and actually play that back. See exactly why the 31 ended up coming down track. I'm not sure if it was due to checking up or what the case may be. There you see the 55 on the bottom, 31 on the outside. There's the 30 as well. Jeff keeping it all the way on the bottom. Oh, so 31, he had to check up and got tagged in the rear end by the 30. Sent the 31 down into the 55. Nothing that Jeff No could do. Just a victim of circumstance. Let's go ahead and bring us back live. All right, so a few guys now on pit road. So we got a new leader. It's going to be the 68 Avril Lavigne machine. For Tom Harmon, Ryan McCall is going to be P number 2, 46 of Jordan Bain P3, Jose Ruiz in his number 23 Columbia Chevrolet going to be P number 4, and Joshua Small in his number 17 with the 19 of Brian Huntley Jr. right behind him. So a little bit of a shakeup in the top 5, and caution number 2 on the night, working lap 28 of 150. Might see some more come on down pit road, grab those 4 Eagle Feel Goods, fill it up with that Sunoco E15 fuel, and get back out there. See Flickcroft saying, let's go Tom Flickcroft. Yeah, Tom, he ended up, looks like he did end up going down pit road starting. He'll be restarting a little bit further from the back. He's actually sitting back here in P number 30 right now in that GM Goodrich Silver number 12. So he's got a lot of work to do now. Looks like the 6 of Timothy Latham, the 42 of Brendan Book, the 22 of Nate Mon, and a few others on pit road, as well as the 50 of John Honeycutt that you saw there at the bottom of the screen. All right, let's go ahead and bring it back up to our leader. And looks like the lights on the pace car are still lit. So it looks like the 30, he's got some damage from where he tagged the 31 up by the wall. Again, 31 just had to kind of check up so he didn't run somebody over and ended up getting run over by himself. See about 30 of you guys out there in chat. Definitely appreciate you coming out, hanging out, chatting it up, and keeping me company. I know all the EMGG guys that are out there right now. I know they got the 69 and the 25. Obviously, Secret Flickcroft, she's got Tom. Highborn Honey, I'm guessing she's all about PJ O'Leary, as well as a few others. So definitely appreciate you, and just know that when they go back and they watch the stream, they can see chat as well. So they can see, who's rooting for who. And I'll tell you, they absolutely appreciate it. Mighty Donut saying, let's get this recovery, Franklin. All right, so lights on the pace car are out. There he goes, making that left turn. And now it's going to be the 69 and the 30 on the front row. 68 of Tom Harmon. Got a really quick jump. And the 30 with that damage up high, this 46 B-Water machine for Jordan Bain might be able to make quick work of them. But that high side also carries a lot of momentum. You can allow the car to run just a little bit more and also get back on the throttle a little bit sooner as well, because there's all kinds of grip on the high side, and the banking holds you so you don't get too loose. So that's number 30. There's the 46. Painless Thirst, thank you very much for the follow, and welcome to the Shake and Bake Cup Series live from Rockingham Motor Speedway. Definitely appreciate you coming out. And if you got a driver in this, or if you're part of the EMGG Army, the 6925 so far, they are doing all right. Ryan Crooks right here sitting in P number 6, and Holtzer right now sitting in P number 9, up high, wide, and handsome by the wall with the one car of Brody Falliker right behind. These two battled it out last week, many laps. And here they are. They find themselves close together one more time. Abate says late to the party, but let's go 2-5. Joshua Small here in this number 17 Toyota. I tell you what, I'm starting to see more and more Toyotas show up. Just like you see a whole many Camaros as the season goes on. Let's actually show you how many of each there are. Now on the left hand side on that scoring pylon, you can see exactly how many Camaros, how many Mustangs, and how many Camrys are actually out there on track and where they all run. So Chevrolet is definitely the manufacturer of choice, not too shabby. All right, let's go ahead and bring it back to the gap. Yeah, it looks like Jeff, no, he's out. Brendan Book suffered a lot of damage. He's about 12 laps down, and there's a few others out of the race as well. Yellow's out. Looks like this is going to have something to do with Jacob Palmer as you see the pace car pull away. All right, let's. I'm trying to go through a couple of different cameras and give y'all a good perspective of the Rock. See the different lines that these guys are taking through turns 3 and 4 as we're looking at the exit of pit road right there. But let's go ahead and pick up with Jacob Palmer right now. Find out exactly what happened to him. There you see him in his number 39 up high. Second line, back in the throttle a little early, tries to save it, locks it down, sliding a little bit of contact to the front, and doesn't really, it gets collected. I believe that was going to be by Jose Ruiz in a 23 at the very last minute. Very unfortunate for the 39, but also unfortunate, I believe, again, that was going to be the 23. Let's see if we can't catch up with Jose Ruiz and take a look at his front end to see if, you can see his front end completely destroyed now. I would imagine that he's probably down a few RPM. He'll have to come on down pit road, try to get that thing fixed up, because if he stays out there and he is losing power, that motor will expire. So he'll have to get that taken care of as quickly as possible. Let's go ahead and bring it back live. All right, so Hunter Johnson in his number 32. He is still your leader in this Nike Air Jordan machine. Ryan Crooks right now sitting in P number 2 in his EMGG Camaro. And I tell you what, you always know when you're driving at a different level. Last week, Ryan Crooks had a different picture for his car. Now it's very, very professional, driving professionally for EMGG, and there you see it on the side of the car as well. They've got a brand new affiliation with the energy drink Glitch, Glytch. Go on over and look them up. I don't know much about them. I'll have to figure it out. But yeah, congratulations to Zim and all of EMGG for securing that sponsorship. It's not always easy. All right, let's go ahead and break away from that. Let's get back. Hunter Johnson, again, is your leader. Ryan Crooks, P2. Joshua Small, P3. James Holtzer, P number 4. PJ O'Leary, P5. Brody Falliker, P6. P7 is going to be Jordan McGraw. P8, David Hauk. Matt O'Brien, P9. And P10, Brian Huntley. All right, so we were wondering what was going on with Tom Flitcroft. Looks like he's still sitting on pit road. Sean Hook also still in the pits. Jose Ruiz, after getting into the 32 there, he sits on pit road. And Brendan Book in that 42 Target Camaro looks like he's going to come on back out on track. And looks like, as you hear the motors in the background, looks like he's going to be able to do it and beat the pace car around, so not going a lap down. Zim, you're absolutely welcome. There we see the field behind the 32 of Hunter Johnson. Everybody 2 by 2, all kinds of stacked up. Lights on the pace car are out. Again, he's going to go ahead and make that left turn. We're going to be coming to lap 44 out of 150 this time by. Green flag back out. 32 hard on the throttle. Teammate 69 and 25. You know they both said, yeah, let's go now, because they both got the same amount of launch. 25 is going to have to check up just a little bit. 32 went high, saw the run that the 69 was having. Holtzer has been great on the high side. Caution number 4 is out. Looks like this one's going to have something to do with Andrew Zappel a little bit further in the back. So let's see if we can't find old Mr. Zappel and find out what happened to him. Let's go back and check. All right, so there's the 89, brand new driver to Shake and Bake. Just got loose on the bottom side, hit the inside wall, did a great job locking it down, and did not come back. I was gonna say did not come back up on track. Came back up on the bottom side, but he didn't come back up and take out anybody else. Great job by him to control that Toyota for the most part. All right, let's go ahead and bring it back live. So you see Hunter Johnson, he's going to come on down pit road from the lead. The 69 of James Holtzer, he's going to go ahead and stay out. So we'll have a new official leader to say the least. Let's see if we can actually grab a quick word with old Mr. Holtzer, see exactly what is going through his mind as he prepares to battle the next 100 laps. I don't actually see Holtzer, so unfortunately I may not be able to pull him. But I'll tell you what, let's go ahead and pull his teammate, Mr. Crooks, right now, and he is sitting in the EMGG channel. Ryan Crooks, it is repeat up in the booth, as kind of keeping an eye on you in that EMGG number 25, also fully sponsored now by the one and only Glitch. I tried to pull Holtzer as the leader, but, well, he just doesn't play well with others sometimes. How you feeling about your race so far, sir?
Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good. Got a little contact on the front left, so just a little bit damaged up, but took 2 on the last stop, accidentally slid through my stop, so I tried to speed it up by just taking 2. But it's the 2 tires have worked out. Holtzer actually is the one that taught me how to race this track, so thank you to him. Thank you to everybody watching EMGG. Shout out to Glitch Energy. Yeah, man. Hopefully this thing works out in our favor.
Well, I definitely wish you a whole lot of luck. Car looks good. I'm waiting to see what those new Glitch paint schemes are going to look like in the coming weeks. But, man, you got to love these black and white cars with the red outline and, of course, that beautiful logo on the hood. Good luck, sir.
Thank you, Ruby.
You got it. All right, yeah, that was driver 25, old Ryan Crooks for EMGG here at The Rock for Shake and Bake Cup Racing on Monday nights. Glad you're here. I am Repeat, and welcome aboard. All right, let's go ahead and switch this up one more time. Let's get back to the way we were. It looks like Holtzer, he will be the leader. Lights on the pace car are still on as he came across the start stripe at that time. Looks like when they go back green, it'll be on lap 49 and ready to roll. Mary Jean out there saying, yo, you go, Honeycutt. Let's actually find out where Honeycutt is. Honeycutt right now sitting back here in the Melody Woodworks number 50 Camaro. He's up 5 spots from where he qualified, so good job by him moving through the field as he needs to. I tell you what, though, right now, Philip Bridgman is up 24 spots as the race has gone on in his number 26 Toyota. Not bad by him at all. It seems like he's got the Rock figured out. Let's go ahead and bring it back up front where teammates are about ready to duel it out. You see the lights on the pace car are out. We're going to get ready to roll again. Restarting on lap number 49, 101 laps to go. It's an all EMGG front row going back green. You hear the one of Brody Falliker upshift to 5th gear just briefly, and then back on to 4th gear, or back down to 4th gear, getting into the corner. Same thing going into 1 and 2, as it looks like we got a great battle up here for P number 1. You see the 69 on the bottom side, 25 up high. Will these guys race it clean, or are there no team orders out there in EMGG? It's every driver for himself. The 25 using that high line momentum to pull the 69 for a power move coming across the start stripe. Decent little sized hornet's nest right now. Everybody behind the 20 Cloud 9 machine for Mr. O'Brien running a Toyota. And yeah, plenty of cars, plenty of traffic just a little bit further back. Everybody doing a phenomenal job working lap 54. So 5 laps now in the books since the last caution. And let's go ahead and bring it back in, because I have a feeling these cars are probably drowning me out. Baby 8088 out there says go Crooks. Yeah, right now Ryan Crooks sitting in the lead. Got a decent little half a second lead on the 69 of Holtzer. So you've got team cars leading the way, 25 and 69. PJ O'Leary, that somebody out there in chat was looking for him earlier, right now sitting pretty well in P number 3 in this Exalta Jeff Gordon throwback. I think Jeff Gordon had a little bit of success here at The Rock. It's been a while, not 100% sure. And then, of course, back to this number 1 Hennessy Performance Camaro for Brody Falliker. Jordan McGraw sitting in P number 5 in his Sonic the Hedgehog Sega machine. I tell you what, it's been a while since I played Sonic the Hedgehog. That car, I gotta love it. You always any of these paint schemes that bring back a feeling of nostalgia, you just gotta love it. Then Matt O'Brien sitting in P number 6, down 3 spots from where he qualified in this Cloud 9 Toyota. It looks like he had to check up. I'm guessing the one might have got a little tight and washed up the track just a little bit. The 46 of Jordan Bain is going to try to follow him through on the low side. I tell you what, I turned a few practice laps here, and it's very, very tight getting into these corners, and you could very easily wear down that right front and very easily spin it out coming off the corner if you're not careful. Jordan Bain in this Green Concepts B-Water machine. B-Water was a whole series that ran, a good 9 or 10 weeks with a prize pool totaling over $2,500. There were cases of B-Water given out. There were just random prizes given for the biggest movers and all kinds of things. So I'm hoping that B-Water and Green Concepts will come back for a season number 2, especially with their stay product. Definitely looking forward to it, but it's always great to see Jordan Bain out here on track. Then you got Tom Harmon, that 38 Avril Lavigne machine sitting right behind him. And P number 7, 32 of Hunter Johnson, who started further up into the front earlier, right now finds himself in the thick of it, sitting P number 8. Brody Falliker, he's fallen back a few spots. Could be due to tire wear, not 100% sure, but right now sitting in P9, and to round out your top 10 is going to be that 77 Elite Performance machine for Tyler Dohart. You haven't missed anything up top. In fact, I think we might have picked up on it right when things are heating up. Holtzer right back now to really try to challenge the 25 machine of Ryan Crooks. Holtzer threw it in, able to get on underneath. Crook's going to try a crossover. Can he get there to the bottom side? Now he's just got to hope that Holtzer doesn't take that high side momentum that he's done all race long. See if he's got the tires still to do it. Side by side off of 4. And I tell you what, as much as these guys are dueling it out, they're actually still pulling ahead from PJ O'Leary back here in the 24. Right now, a positive, 2 seconds back to 3rd place. So Holtzer and Crooks doing what they've got to do for their team. Matt O'Brien sitting back here in P4. Jordan Bain now up 3 more spots since qualifying, sitting P number 5. Now P6, just as that 68 comes screaming on by. '68's going to be able to take another spot from the 20 of Matt O'Brien. 46 of Jordan Bain is going to try to follow him through, kind of like if we were at a Martinsville or a Bristol or some track like that, where once you open up that bottom line, it is feeding time at the zoo. 46 going to try to follow through. 32, he's going to stick up high with the 20, give him a little shot, come across the start stripe, working lap 67 of 150, getting closer and closer to halfway. Baby's still out there saying go Crooks, unless that, nope, that's actually the same message. Never mind. Let's kind of go back a little bit further in the field, kind of take a look at some of the guys that we really haven't seen up front much. It's going to be the 37 of Andrew Sanford right now, sitting in P20. Then we got P19. It's going to be Byron Jones with no hood on the front of that 44 Patriot Esports machine. And very, very unfortunate with the way Rockingham races, that will cut his time quite a bit. Joshua Small up here in this number 17 Toyota, up 17 spots, sitting in P18. Good job by him. Sean Blanchard in this swag.biz number 91. Right now sitting P17 up 6 spots. Brian Pizzacami a little bit further up here in his 28. He's sitting P16 up 14 spots. John Honeycutt right now, he's actually sitting in P15 right where he qualified, and just as I say that, able to take a spot away, now up 1 spot to P14. Ryan McCall in this number 30, he's also up 18 spots, sitting in P13 rather. David Houck up 14 spots, sitting in P number 12 in his number 21 Mustang. Tyler Dohar is going to get us back to our top 12, and these guys still continue to battle it out. So the last time we saw Holtzer, he was trying to get on by the 25. As it looks like we've got a smoker. It's going to be the number 42 of Brendan Book, down on power, down on the apron to let the guys go. He should be coming down pit road. That way he doesn't drift back up on track and collect anybody. Great job by Brendan Book to hold on to it when it blew up, and also a great job by anybody that was around him not to collect it when he lost a great amount of speed, which will also happen. Just saw another car also just go down pit road. I think that might have been Andrew Zappi here. Yep, there he is, coming to the attention of his crew. Tom Flitcroft in that number 12 still on pit road, multiple laps down, and here is that 42. Looks like he was able to make it to pit road, so he's going to make it to his pit stall rather, and spend some time there to try to get this thing fixed up as much as he can. Maybe come on back out and just try to salvage as many points as possible. So let's catch back up with the 68 Tom Harmon, now up 1 spot since the race began. Looks like he's been able to move up throughout the field. He fell back a little bit earlier, but he's able to work his way up again. 32 of Hunter Johnson, same story. Second verse, same as the first. We saw him back about P12 not too long ago. Same with Jordan Bain. He's been able to navigate his way through traffic, specifically under this 20 of Matt O'Brien. Last time we saw him, he was trying to get on by. Brody Falliker was also in the mix as well, but I think he is out on some older tires, so he continues to fall through the field. Working lap 75, halfway, is now in the books. All right, tell you what, let's go ahead and actually pick up on James Holtzer and take a couple of laps around with that 69 Camaro, see exactly what he's seeing and kind of keep up with him. Here we go. Okay, crank it up. All right, looks like caution is going to be out. We'll have to go back to the 46 of Jordan Bain here in just a moment, find out exactly what happened. So let's go ahead and switch up the camera, pull up that 46, and go from there. So there you see him in that middle, very, very bumpy around the rock. Looks like he might have had to, tried to check up, but just, I'm guessing came up on the 39 too fast with a great run at corner exit and didn't collect anybody else. He's going to be able to back it up just a little bit. Everybody come whipping on by. Nobody else collected this this bee water bottle, but it definitely looks like that top has been cracked. Very, very unfortunate for Jordan Bain. Had a top 5 race going right there. He'll try to get back up, get going. A little bit of tire spin with the banking here at Rockingham. Unfortunate for Jordan Bain, but good news is you don't see the motor smoking, nothing like that. Let's take a look at the front end. Looks like there is a little bit of contact there. Looks like the hood's slightly buckled. Might be able to come on down pit road and fix this thing up just a bit. All right, let's go ahead and bring it back live. There you see the 69 of Holtzer coming down pit road. 25 right behind him. Tom Harmon in his 68. So it looks like all of your leaders have come down pit road. Micah Allard in his 61 looks like he is the recipient of the lucky dog. So he's going to go ahead and either get one of his laps back or get back on the lead lap. So good job by Micah sitting in. He was sitting back there at about 24th spot, give or take. All right. Let's go ahead and bring us back to your scoring pylon again. All right, so now you see the 61 pulling over to the side, letting a lot of these guys go. Since he was just able to get his lap back, he should be able to come on down pit road this time, grab his freshies, top off this Camaro, and get back to the tail end of the line to be able to get back to go and ready to go green. All right, so we mentioned Holtzer was up there. You see one more car he's gonna go ahead and take the wave around just in front of him. Ryan Crooks is gonna start to the outside. Still doesn't look like Holtzer is available to chat. And there's the 68 of Harmon. I know that he's usually available. Let's see if we can't get a quick word with old Mr. Harmon. Yep, Harmon, part of Output Racing. Let's go ahead and see if we can't pull him to the booth. Tom Harmon, it is repeat up in the booth, seeing this very, very familiar Avril Lavigne paint scheme yet again, bud. How you feeling about the race so far, sitting in P number 3 behind the ZMGG guys?
Well, I felt pretty good, but in situations like this before, I just ended up wrecking myself, so I'm not going to feel good until the end of this race.
Not going to feel good about the race. Well, I mean, you look pretty good. You look pretty strong. You and the 46 and the 20 and a few others have really kept it clean. I mean, I absolutely love what you got going across the front of your car. If you can read this, I saved my tires, move over. That's a beautiful thing to read in the rear view. How much longer do you get the 68 in clean air so nobody's reading that except for maybe a lap car?
Hopefully not too long, but I definitely want it there on lap 150.
All right, buddy. I'll go ahead and I'll get you back. I see you going down the backstretch right now. Good luck the rest of your race, sir.
Thanks, sir.
You got it. All right, so let's go ahead and get him back with his Output Racing teammates. And that, again, was Thomas Harmon, driver of this number 68 Avril Lavigne Chevy Camaro. To his outside is going to be that Cloud 9 Toyota. Let's go ahead and widen out this view one more time. EMGG, for the second time, is all front row. 68, 21, and the 34. That's your top 3 rows. 77 and the 30. That's going to be your 4th row. Again, Holtzer hard on a throttle, going to take this back green. This is going to be the start of lap 86 out of 150. Past halfway, Holtzer wants this race. We were just talking to Thomas Harmon, asking him how much longer it might be until he's able to take one of these spots from these EMGG drivers, and he said, we'll see. He said, hopefully soon, I think is what he said. Well, he's filling up the rearview mirror of that 25, so you can bet the 25 is reading the message on the hood of the Camaro right behind him. Let's see if he obeys. 68 kept it down low, 25 washed up high. All the momentum is on the high side. That's how Holtzer was able to get a couple of great runs earlier. And speaking of Holtzer, there he is in that 69. He's got a good 4/10 seconds of, 4/10 of a second rather, over the 25, the 68, going back to the 20 of Matt O'Brien. And now Tyler Dohar up 13 spots right now, sitting in P number 5 in his Elite Performance number 77 Camaro. Looking pretty good. Looked like Tyler Dohar is going to have a pretty strong run. Jordan McGraw right behind him. Brody Falliker in the 1. Ryan McCall in the 30, sitting P8, P9. Brian Houck. And to round out your top 10, up 19 spots, is going to be Brian Huntley Jr. Definitely hope everybody that's out there in chat is having a great race. Hopefully your driver is racing the way that you'd like to see him race. I know all those EMGG drivers or fans pulling for the guys in the top 2. Randy Savage, 37 is hot. I gotta agree, 37 was doing pretty well earlier. Let's actually go back and pick up on him right now. Talking about Andrew Sanford, up 4 spots right now in his Get Wet Sports Toyota. Paintless Dirt saying it's an awesome race. Glad you're absolutely enjoying it. He's got Brian Pizzicami right behind him. He's in 16th spot. So right now Andrew Sanford running in P15, up 4 spots from where he qualified. Appreciate that, Randy. We absolutely try. Gotta love what you do, right? Gotta love it. Looks like the first car 1 lap down is actually going to be the 46 of Jordan Bain after that damage. So quite a few, still quite a few cars on the lead lap, even with the cautions we've had. Something just happened with Philip Bridgman a moment ago, but no caution out. Just got a little bit of a warning. Let's see if we... Oh, Honeycutt had to check up. 28 got into the back of him. 28 down low. Is he going to be able to hold it? Well, let's see if we can't go back and hold and check with him. Yep, looks like he is going to be able to hold it, but he's got some damage on the front of that Camaro now. Definitely has some right side damage. Hood is buckled up just a little bit, but he was able to recover. Even if he had to go on down on the apron and come on back up, he had enough of a gap. I believe that's going to be PJ O'Leary in that 24 behind him that he didn't lose too many spots. But John Honeycutt, you saw the contact that he took from the back. So let's see what he's got going on the rear side. And yeah. And it looks like his left rear is kind of pushed in just a little bit. Hear him shifting gears. Hear him shifting again to get into turns 1 and 2. All down in 4th gear. But hear him really playing with the throttle off the corner. You do get very, very loose here, especially in the long run. Is basically feathering the throttle. It looks like through 3 and 4 he's almost able to mat it completely, but coming off of turns 1 and 2, you can hear him just kind of pressing it and letting it go. You hear? Yep, there you go. So he can't get right back on the throttle, stab it like I'm sure he'd like to in order to carry some momentum. But overall, great job by the 50 of Honeycutt. There you see the 19 of Brian Huntley Jr. right now sitting in P number 10, up 19 spots. So car 19 up 19 spots, since the beginning of the race, working lap 99. So we're just about to crack 50 laps to go. So we'll have to see how this all shakes out as the rest of the race rolls on. But definitely good to see some guys making big moves as the race has progressed. 32 and 19, literally door to door, going through the center of the corner and off. You see the 91 of Sean Blanchard and his swagged out biz machine, and then the 31 of Mr. Cocker right behind him. Let's see if we can't go back up front with old Mr. Holtzer. Saw the times kind of closing in on him. Again, side by side battle between the leaders, and Thomas Harmon sitting right there in P number 3. He's got to love what he's seeing, because the more these guys battle it out, the more that he's going to be able to close in. But at times, teammate cars can also work very, very well together. Watt 668, thank you very much for the follow, and welcome to the Shake and Bake Cup Series live from Rockingham. Now working lap 103 of 150. These guys are starting to close in. It'd be interesting to see. I don't know if these guys are going to be able to go the distance on fuel or not. With that last caution, I think that might have been it as far as fuel goes. I'll actually show you one more time the information about this race, show you what they're dealing with for the track. Again, track length just shy of 1 mile. Track temperature right now 100 degrees, 79 air temperature, just about a 10 mile per hour wind. So it shouldn't play too much havoc on these drivers. Just as I say that, you watch the 25 go high and try to come on back down. Not quite sure if he was just trying to get a little extra speed off the corner or what that was. Stratus says figures 80 to 90 laps on fuel, so these guys should be good to go if those figures are right. Thank you very much, Stratus. Definitely appreciate you, sir. So these team cars have pretty much been up front since they got there, and that really have not wavered on restarts. I was kind of surprised the way the last couple of restarts went, that Holtzer didn't reach out to his teammate and say, "Hey, I'm going now," and stab the gas. Well, actually, I take that back. I forget Holtzer's not actually in the chat with his teammate. So he wasn't able to communicate that. So Crooks pretty much just had to go off of when he heard the car take off from next to him. But the 68 Avril Lavigne machine for Tom Harmon, he's all over the back bumper of the 25. Now Matt O'Brien in his Cloud 9 number 20, and still Tyler Dohar up 13 spots, sitting in P number 5. Brody Falliker also up 13 spots as he works underneath the 30 machine to take that spot. That is actually a forward position. That would take over P number 8. Next position the one's going to try to get is from Jordan McGraw, sitting just ahead of him a little bit in that Sonic the Hedgehog Sega machine. And the 34, he's got the 77 right in his side, right in his sights rather. Try to get on up there and take it. Strata says, "Gotcha, Pete. Wreck with Boehner was on me. Very unfortunate. I did see where he got into the back of you. It just seemed like it wasn't able to check up or something happened with your car. But yeah, very unfortunate. Boehner definitely had a very, very fast B-Water number 46 Ford Mustang. Oh, on to Dover Motor Speedway next week in Dover, Delaware. A very, very fast 1 mile concrete track. You're going to see you're going to see one hell of a race. Some people say race like a short track. I mean, it's like a big soup bowl. You're coming, or kind of like a roller coaster. You go down into the corner and you come up off the corner at both ends of that track. 34 kind of locking up the brakes just a little bit. Saw the tire smoke from the left rear. That's interesting. So looks like Tom Harmon was actually able to get on by the 25 of Ryan Crooks, and it looks like the 69, he's now got the 39 strip it naked Mustang right in front of him. That is old Mr. Palmer. He's going to go ahead and pull high, let the 69 go. Tom Harmon shouldn't be too far behind, and I'm sure that the 39 will show the same courtesy when he gets to his back bumper as well. So we mentioned Tyler Dohar was in P5, Jordan McGraw P6, 32 of Hunter Johnson, who led a few laps tonight. Right now in P number 7, Brody Falliker in P number 8, Ryan McCall P9, David Houck is going to round out your top 10. He's got the 91 of Sean Blanchard in his pocket. And then there is John Honeycutt in that 50, working his way through the field, up 3 spots from where he qualified. Sean Blanchard up 12 spots, and David Houck up 16 spots since qualifying. Working lap 115 of 150. Everybody out there on a little bit longer of a green flag run. The 50 able to get on by both the 91 and the 21 going into that corner. I'm going to guess the 91 and 21 might have had a little bit of an issue, or the 91 just might be saving tire. We'll have to see. Let's go back up with Tom Harmon. He was trying to close in on the 69 Camaro for James Holtzer. Let's jump on board with him and let's run a couple hot laps with the guy. Go ahead and crank it up. Decided to go ahead and jump on over with Holtzer as he starts to work some of this lap traffic. You got that Black Rifle Coffee number 8 that he was just able to get on by, and it looks like he's going to have some more cars up here. There you see the 17 going to come up on them all pretty quick. Holtzer's pretty fast here tonight. There you see the 61 of Micah Allard also right in front of him. And as you see on the scoring pylon right now, everybody up to P19 is on the lead lap, so 20th and on back are all at least 1 lap down. And also, again, one more time, there were 35 cars out here on track, and 35 cars that took the green here from Rockingham 122 laps ago. 28 laps now remaining. Holtzer leads. Harmon P2, Matt O'Brien P3, Ryan Crooks P4, Hunter Johnson P5, able to take P5 from the 77 of Tyler Dohar, Brody Falliker, Jordan McGraw, John Honeycutt, and Brian Pizzakemi now rounding out your top 10. Looks like the 69 able to get on by the 61 of Micah Allard. So go ahead and put Micah one more lap down. We saw him actually get his lap back earlier. So under these long green flag runs, you start to see who struggle a little bit, or who may have damage and aren't quite able to keep up with the leaders.
Caution, yellow flag.
Caution's out.
Caution, yellow flag.
Caution's out. All right, looks like this caution is actually going to fall back on Sean Crook. Let's go ahead and pick up with him and find out exactly what happened right here. So you see the 24 there on the bottom in that RaptorTough.com Camaro. Went on, got loose on throttle, went on down, plugged the inside wall, able to go ahead and just do a full 360. Don't come back up on traffic. All right, able to lock it down. Let the rest of the field go on by. I'm going to guess he's got a spotter in his ear telling him that traffic is going, and was able to just stay right there. Good call by him for the rest of everybody else to go on by. All right, let's go ahead and bring it back live. All right, see Holtzer coming out of the pits, and it looks like Micah Allard, he's going to be able to go ahead, since he was the last one to go ahead and lose a lap to Holtzer, he's going to be able to go ahead and grab his lap back. So good job by the 61 to for staying close enough to Holtzer, and Holtzer not lapping anybody else after him. So the 61 will be able to come on back around yet again. So that's going to bring Tom Harmon back to P number 2, Matt O'Brien P3, Ryan Crooks P4, and Hunter Johnson. I'm sorry, Ryan Crooks P5, and Hunter Johnson up to P number 6. So a lot of the guys coming on down pit road to grab another set of their Eagle Feel Goods. You see Maurice Burnett in this Black Rifle Coffee or Die Camaro. Andrew Zappi, he was on pit road. There you see his left side up in the air, getting brand new left side tires. Brendan Book, he looks like he is out of the race. Sean Hook, he is completely missing the full back end of his 00 buckshot number. And he's now all the way back in 21st. So again, Holtzer back to the lead. Tom Harmon, Matt O'Brien, Ryan Crooks, Hunter Johnson. That's your top 5. Let's see if maybe we can't get a word in. Actually, let me check with Holtz. Okay, nope. They're actually going back double file, so I don't want to interrupt them just yet. Let's see if we can't get a shot of the pace car here. Nope. Okay, so actually we can try to grab Matt O'Brien here right quick. Matt O'Brien, driver of the Cloud 9, number 20. Actually, never mind, buddy. I see you're doubling back up. I thought I would have had enough time. Good luck. Go get him, sir. All right, we let Matt get back to his team. I hope I put him right back with the teammates he was with. If not, I definitely apologize, Matt. But great start again by Holtzer. Tom Harmon was to his outside, but it looks like they're all going to be able to file right back, single file. Everybody following Holtzer all the way through. Now working a lap. Hold on, I'll get there. I promise you. 20 laps to go. There we go. So working lap 130 right now of 150. And I wish I would add another second to speak with the 20, but that's all right. We'll catch up with them another time. Matt O'Brien out of Sterling Heights, Michigan. That was just an attempt to try to speak with him, see if he's going to have what it takes to try to get up there and battle with the best. Saw a car behind him get a little squirrely rather. I believe that was Hunter Johnson, but I think because I'm guessing he saved it since we don't have a caution as of yet anyway. 18 laps remaining. There's the caution. All right, so we saw Hunter Johnson starting to lose it, and I'm going to guess he went on down and plugged the inside wall and bounced off or had some other kind of issue, maybe heated up the tires and ended up collecting somebody else in this machine. So let's find out what happened with Hunter Johnson. Here is that 32 coming across the start stripe, going down low. Oh, I had to check up for some cars spinning. And 72 just loses it. Comes up into the outside wall and nowhere for the 32 to go whatsoever. Very, very, wow, very unfortunate. Let's actually go ahead and rewind that one more time and see if we can't catch up with that driver and see how he ended up losing it. All right, it's going to be the 72. So let's see if we can't catch up with the 72 right here. That's going to be Frank Warner. There he is. Let's go ahead and rewind it a little bit. All right, so he's down below the 39. You see the 44 of Byron Jones up there as well. Just washed up track, nowhere to go. 72 got clipped, came up and just cleaned the 32's clock. Just, again, unfortunately, nowhere to go whatsoever. Bang, bang play, as they would say in football. Very, very unfortunate for the 72. All right, let's go ahead and bring it back live. All right, guys and gals, usually when this happens, and we got a late race caution. Cautions end up breeding cautions, and everybody tries to get every position they can. Right now, if I'm Holtzer, I am counting my lucky stars that I'm in the front. Same thing with the 68, the 25, the 20, and the 34 of Jordan McGraw. Usually the top 5 in these instances are the best place to be, although last week Holtzer was very, very close to this position. And Honeycutt got a little bit deeper into the corner, got into the 69, spun him, and the 69's race was over. Although the 25 EMGG teammate to Holtzer was able to come on home for a second place finish. So good job by all them. The sights and sounds of these next-gen cars at Rockingham is If you've never been to a NASCAR race, you're definitely gonna want to go. Just the smell of the fuel, the sights of the cars, the sound that these cars make, no matter if it's at a wide open track or super speedway like Talladega or Daytona, or if it's a short track in Martinsville, Virginia, Richmond, Virginia, Dover, Delaware, wherever. If you get a chance to go, you gotta go. All right, so the lights on the pace car are out one more time. Teammates lining up nose to tail, 68 and 20 to the outside. There's the 34 of Jordan McGraw with the one car to his outside. Oh, 34 got loose under throttle. J-Mac up into the outside wall, collected somebody. I think it was the 20, if I'm not mistaken. Nope, 20 is right there, but he does have some damage. So on the throttle, 34 spun him and ended up going into the outside wall. Very, very unfortunate for Jordan McGraw. Had a top 5 race so far. Now into the outside wall is going to have some damage. No reason to play that back. We saw it unfold live. '69, he's basically at a crawl right now, waiting for the pace car to come around and collect the field. There it is. So pace cars come on by. Now they'll go ahead and resume pace speed. Got a new player in the top 5. John Honeycutt right now up 10 spots, sitting in P number 5 in that Melody Woodworks number 50 Camaro. You see the 20 of Matt O'Brien sitting in P number 4. Ryan Crooks P3. Tom Harmon P2. Holtzer is still leading. But I tell you what, another big mover is going to be the number 31 for Jimmy Cocker, sitting in P number 6, up 27 spots. As you just saw that Black Rifle number 8 go screaming on by on the outside, so he was able to go ahead and grab his lap back with everything that's going on right now. Charizard said, let's go Crooks and Holtzer, 69 and 25. Painless Durst throwing up some EMG emojis out there in chat. Still quite a few guys out here. Top 18 are on the lead lap. That's going all the way back to Warner. Warner, I believe we saw him get involved in something a little bit earlier. And yeah, right now, that Kranzer Marine number 72 has definitely seen some better days, missing the entire front clip. Very unfortunate, but still on the lead lap. Good job by him, even with all that damage. Ryan McCall in this number 30, sitting just ahead of him. You just saw the 8 that he went on by to go ahead and get his lap back. Same thing with the 61 of Micah Allard. Brian Huntley in this number 19 Bass Pro Machine, also on the lead lap. But all these guys starting to get back, double file, everybody behind this 69 Camaro for Holtzer. He's got his teammate in his rear view, Tom Harmon to his outside, Matt O'Brien. John Honeycutt again worked his way into the top 5, and I have a feeling if we switch this up, we're going to see that the lights on the pace car are out. Yep, there you go. All right, getting back, double file, 10 laps to go. Next time by, we will be in the double digits. But again, as usually when this happens, the intensity ramps up. People want every single position that they can possibly get. Holtzer's got a bird's eye view of the pace car going down pit road, and as soon as the pace car hits the commitment line, he jumped on that loud pedal. 69 is away, 68 up high. He's going to try to carry the momentum that he sees Holtzer get with each and every one of these restarts. But now Ryan Crooks with a little bit of a battle on the inside. Crooks trying to hold on. We got a little slideways up to the outside wall, plugs it. And it looks like he hasn't collected anybody, but he is going to have some right front damage. Very, very unfortunate for the 25, but great job by the rest of the field to see him lose control, and he didn't collect anybody else. Let's see if we can't go back with this 25. He may not be happy with somebody. .25 working his way back up through the field. This is not the spot that he would have been given. Is he going up to retaliate with somebody? Is he just going to go on up and say, hey, man, I didn't appreciate you running me like that? Pulls to the outside of John Honeycutt. He's got the 28 below. No, Ryan Crooks, he's a cool customer. He's going to come on down pit road. So that might have actually been the spot that iRacing was telling him to get to, because if he was in a legal spot, it would have automatically given him a black flag. Very, very unfortunate for Crooks, but he's got a fast car. He'll try to recover. And another thing going for him, we're still only in the teens as far as cars left on the lead lap. He'll come on down there. We'll see if there. Yep, there you go. There you see the right side of the car go on up. Next will be the left, and he'll come back out on track with 4 brand new Eagle Feel Goods. Only take the amount of fuel that he needs to make it to the end, and then do what he's got to do. Staying on pit road just a little bit to repair any damage. Again, remaining on the lead lap. I'm sure he's got a spotter saying, "Hey, I'll let you know when the pace car is going to be coming around, so you can go ahead and stay on the lead lap." If the pace car gets past him, that will be it. 8 minutes of required repair, as Crooks puts it out there in chat. Unfortunately, his night or his opportunity to try to challenge is over. Very, very unfortunate. Ryan, you had one hell of a hot rod. Way to represent EMGG. I'm sure Zim is out there in chat. Very, very proud of you. So now Holtzer, he really hasn't needed the help of teammates to, kind of jumble up a restart, or if this isn't like a plate track where you check up for somebody else to get in there. Vudo out there saying, great race, Ryan Crooks Racing. I have to absolutely agree. Ryan Crooks made it up there. Both him and Holtzer were 1-2 for a very, very large portion of this race. He was able to battle back to a P2 finish last week when Holtzer had an issue. That's not going to be the case this week. We'll see if Holtzer's able to go on and carry the torch for EMGG going towards the finish in just 6 very short laps. Lights on the pace car are still on. We'll see if they go out. Nope, yep, there they go. So the lights on the pace car are out now. So next time by, they will go back green. So they're going to go back green with 4 laps remaining. Aggression level is through the roof. Everybody's going to try to get every single spot that they can. All right, coming back around turns 3 and 4. Pace car is about to make that left turn. 69 is going to be first on the throttle. There it is. He's done the same thing all night long. Surprised that the 68 hadn't caught on. As soon as the pace car hits that start or hits the commitment line, Holtzer has been getting on the loud pedal and pulling away. 68 of Tom Harmon trying everything that he can to get back up there. 4 laps remaining. Can Holtzer go ahead and seal the deal? Jimmy Cocker right now in that Virginia Tech number 31, up high, wide, and handsome. The outside of this Cloud 9, number 20 for Matt O'Brien. John Honeycutt still sitting in P number 5 as these two battle it out for P3. You would imagine that the high line would carry all the momentum. As it does, 20 has no choice but to go ahead and fall back one spot. The 50 now, he's going to try low, but now the 20, he's going to have the momentum up on the high side. So far, Holtzer, the 68, Jimmy Cocker in the 31, Matt O'Brien in the 20, and John Honeycutt battling it out, dueling it out. 2 more laps remaining. Let's get on up with Holtzer. It doesn't look like he's going to have an immediate challenge. The 68 of Harmon back there by about a little good 3 seconds now behind this 69, coming to the white flag. All Holtzer has to do is hold on to it for 1 more mile. As of right now, 4 more turns. He got very, very close to grabbing the W last week. Wasn't meant to be. This week it looks like as he's halfway down the backstretch of Thunder Alley, going into turn number 3, 68's going to try to dive it in. Nothing doing. Holtzer all over that bottom yellow line coming off turn number 4. It's going to be Ryan Holtzer in that EMGG Camaro coming across the line. P1, congratulations, Mr. Holtzer. Tom Harmon, Matt O'Brien are going to round out our top 3. Jimmy Cocker, John Holtzer, they're all still battling back here. And it looks like it's going to be Jimmy Cocker P4, John Honeycutt P5, PJ O'Leary, Brian Pizzakemi, Ryan McCall, David Houck, and Sean Blanchard in his Swag.biz Camaro, Mustang rather, bringing it home P number 10. Holtzer's going to go ahead and celebrate as he should. Big congratulations to the man. I tell you what, he is a force to be reckoned with every single race. He knows how to control his car. He knows how to maintain his tires, especially at a place like Rockingham. You need it. Holtzer going backwards around the track. For anybody out there that doesn't know what that is, Alan Kulwicki, driver of the famed number 7 Hooters machine back in the day, did this and they called it a Polish victory lap, going around backwards to salute all the fans when you can see them out of your driver's side window. So again, big congratulations to James Holtzer in this 69 EMGG Camaro. Led a lot of laps today. Last week again was very close. This week was able to seal the deal. We're going to be able to talk to him, Tom Harmon, and Matt O'Brien, our top 3 here very soon. I definitely want to thank everybody that come out, hung out, chatted up, kept me company in the booth. And boys and girls, this week isn't even over. Thursday night, we're going to have, I'll actually be in the booth with the one and only Frozen Toes as Holtzer is going to go ahead and rip it around one more time. Really celebrating. Very well-earned race here at Rockingham. There you go. That is the way to get it done, then shut it down. Yeah, Thursday night, I will actually be with the one and only Eliza Bethel, or Frozen Toes, when we move over to Traction GG, and we're going to be at Barber Motorsports Park in the Indy Series. Just waiting on these guys to make it into the booth. That way we can talk to our top 3, talk about their races. I'm sure they're gonna have a lot to say. We will be right back, ladies and gents. Please stay right here. Don't nobody go nowhere. Holtzer, you big stud. Good job, dude. Wow. All right, see, Harmon O'Brien. What's up, buddy? Let's see, where's... Yeah, it looked like it. Where's Harmon? Harmon, where are you? Oh, there he is. All right, and then just need Holtzer. Well, he's actually still talking to Crook, so I will pull him in just a little bit. But y'all ready? All right, I'm gonna pull up the finishing order for everybody. Make sure we're at the top. All right. Let's see. Actually, I think this channel is locked, so I'll pull them up here in a little bit. All right. I tell you what, Matt, I actually learned a lot about Cloud9 this weekend. I was watching. I didn't realize exactly what they were, and I was watching the Zim, the owner of EMGG, and all their Halo championships and whatnot this weekend. Actually, pretty cool to watch. $350,000 prize money. It's crazy. Yeah. All right, guys, we're gonna go ahead. And you had the run on the high side from hell every single time you took off. That was pretty cool to watch. Yep. All right, we're gonna get started. Matt, you ready? All right, I'm gonna unmute you. Let me turn down the music. Whoops. All right, guys and gals. Well, I just realized that yeah, my mic was live that entire time. Why not, right? Well, what's a broadcast without an error now and then? But yeah, we are live with P number 3, Matt O'Brien, in that Cloud9 number 20. Matt, great race all race long. It seemed like 150 laps at Rockingham really didn't phase you much. You were like, kind of catching your breath at the end, and I imagine having to save that car a few times throughout the race would absolutely, tire you out. But overall, a great finish for Cloud9 here at Rockingham. Talk us through your race.
Very, very fortunate because that wreck early, like lap 17. I T-boned the 6 when he spun across me. I got engine damage. It actually meatballed me. I thought my race was done, but I went in. It was like only 23 seconds required. I was pleasantly surprised, and yeah, engine damage wasn't too bad. So it was still getting pretty good, but that was about all I had. I had to push so hard just to keep up, really, and after about 30 or 40 lap runs, I would start wearing my tires out really bad, just trying to keep up. So, but surprising, really happy with the speed. This is a really fun track. I enjoyed this track.
Yeah, I really hadn't. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I guess the iRacing gods, when I wrecked early, decided I wouldn't be done tonight. So we'll take P3 and run with it.
Oh man, a great finish. It seems like week in and week out, I see that number 20, inside the top 10 all race long. Another great job by you. Next week we're heading to Dover. 1 mile concrete canyon. Miles the Monster loves to munch on some some Toyotas or some Chevys or some Fords. You're gonna try to keep that away from Miles, or what do you think about Dover next week?
I'll try not the wreck. I didn't feel too good racing in it this week. Dover's a tough track for me. I just have a hard time understanding exactly what I have to do. Kind of struggle there, but we'll see what we can pull out next week. So,
well, buddy,
not too sure how to feel about next week.
Well, I definitely wish you luck. I'm sure we'll see that number 20 out on track yet again. Any quick shout outs for you, buddy?
Shout out to my friend Caleb for spotting me and helping me out.
Well, if you got a spotter that can bring you through, these top finishes week in and week out, definitely worth holding on to. Congratulations again, sir.
Yep, thank you.
You got it. We're going to move on to the 68 old Avril Lavigne drive. I tell you, I get a kick out of seeing that car every week, Tom. You were up there. We pulled you into the booth just briefly, just like we tried to do with the 20, but everybody kind of got double file back up pretty quick. I was able to talk to you real quick. I asked if you were going to have anything for the 25 and the 69, and you said yes, and hopefully soon. I'm going to imagine that was because the tires here at Rockingham wear out pretty quick. Walk us through your final 10.
I knew Holtzer was better than me on the short run, and so I was just kind of praying and hoping it'd stick and not get wrecked in the final 10 there. But I got much better runs than what I thought I would get in that last restart. And I was hoping I'd get a little bit closer to him, but it just wasn't.
Yeah, it seemed like every time the pace car peeled off to let y'all go, as soon as it crossed the commitment line to go down pit road, Holtzer was Johnny on the spot with the loud pedal, and it just seemed like nobody else had figured out his timing as the race went on and he started from the front row. But nevertheless, man, this is going to be a great finish for you. It's going to do wonders for you in the points. The same that I just asked Matt O'Brien about Dover next week. Any hesitation about the tight corners at the Monster Mile, or it being a self-cleaning track if you do get into a wreck, the close quarter racing all the way around Dover? Any issues that you foresee next week?
I guess we'll have to see how the other drivers react, but that's one of my favorite tracks, and I hope it perform well there.
All right, buddy. And same as I asked Matt, any quick shout-outs, sponsors, friends, family, anybody else?
Yeah, shout out to you up in the booth for broadcasting it to everybody. All the league admins put the league on every week, drivers that show up, fans that watch, and Avril on the hood.
Avril Lavigne on the hood. And you know what? I mentioned a while back, I remembered her from the 90s. Remember that?
Yeah.
Her first release was in 02, so I was close, mister.
It's okay.
Yeah, I saw that too. But yeah, buddy, congratulations on your runner-up. P number 1 barely needs an introduction. James Holtzer raced with you or called your races back on Xbox in eSpark under Big John. Here you are on iRacing. Went through the PSES. Now you're here with the Shake and Bake guys, and man, it just seems like week in and week out you find your way to be somewhere in the top 5, if not in the top 2. Tonight you had a whole bunch of those EMGG guys out there in chat rooting you and Crooks on. What it seemed like once you got a hold of the lead, you found the clean air. If you weren't fighting a couple of lap cars here and there, there was just no holding you back except for maybe the 25. Were there any team rules between you and the 25, or was it just every man for himself, whoever's able to get to the lead?
No, I was trying to work with Crooks, and he actually didn't have his screen maximized, so he couldn't see the chat. I was trying to work with him there on those restarts, and he couldn't really see what was going on. So fortunate to him to get stacked up there. I was trying to get him up to P2 so we could work together there. He was a lot stronger on the short run, but I was really just trying to manage the right front on the long run. And then that last really long green flag run that we had, I'm really glad that we had a caution, because we were kind of battling hard, and he was pushing me a little harder, and I wanted to run, but I kind of wanted to keep the clean air. So I don't know if I would be able to hold the lead if it stayed all the way out, because Thomas had really good speed on the long run there. But nonetheless, we were able to get some new tires, and on those restarts, we were just able to grip up, kind of like you were touching on earlier, and just drive away just far enough. And I know there was some more speed on the high side, and I really didn't run up there all the race consistently, especially on the fresh tires. And I think it might have been hurting me a little bit. I just didn't want to give up a big run going into 3 and 4, because 3 and 4 is a lot harder to defend on the high side on the fresh tires compared to 1 and 2. So that's why I was trying to run high side 1 and 2, low side 3 and 4. But yeah, nonetheless, we parked the MGG Camaro in Victory Lane finally after these last few races we've had. Good speed at Richmond, and good speed last week at Phoenix. Just some unfortunate catch-ups, and you know, sometimes it's what happens in racing, and finally caught our break tonight and got our first win this season. Yeah, man, it's gonna be. I think you missed Daytona. Ever since then, you've been on fire. So congratulations again, Holtzer. I know it's probably it never gets old for you. All these races, none of these are gimmies. I mean, you have to battle, some great drivers like Tom Harmon, like Crooks, like Jordan Bain, like Honeycutt, like a few others every single week. And I apologize if there's anybody out there that I missed. Trust me, it's not on purpose. But you have to fight for these wins. You've got a very, very good iRating. You're super consistent. You know how to take care of your car. You know how to take care of your tires, which is huge, especially at a cheese grading track like Rockingham. But one thing I did want to ask you about, throughout the race, I saw a lot of people shifting from 4th to 5th and then back down to 4th going into and coming out of the corners. I didn't really catch you shifting a whole lot. You pretty much stayed in 4th. Was that a fuel, or was that more of a power thing? No, I mean, it really wasn't a net gain or a net lose. For me anyways. 4th gear, you were just able to hook the bottom a lot better, and here at Rockingham you can hook the bottom. You can run the top too, but that's huge on saving the tires. If you can enter in right with your tire right on the yellow line and kind of hook it around, staying in 4th gear really helps you pull closer to that line and save that right front on the exit of 4. And even if I shifted, I mean, it wasn't hitting red line or anything, so it wasn't hurting me there. And I just feel like it was more unnecessary movement and chance for error of, maybe the car not shifting down, or you're not shifting up properly if you don't flip the throttle properly. So it was just more of a comfort thing. I definitely tried the shifting. It works on the qualifying lap, but aside from that, I really was trying to stay away from it and just trying to stay focused to hit my marks.
All right, buddy. And then finally, Dover Monster Mile next week. This whole week has been the officials week here on iRacing at Dover Motor Speedway. Any apprehensions, any extra time at that 1 mile concrete canyon for that number 69 this week?
Touched the car here since the car very first came out when Honeycutt was doing his fun runs. I did one here, and I did win that race, but this car was a lot different, a lot of different updates since then. The dirty air is definitely huge, and you saw it in the race today how big the wake was.
Yeah.
So it's going to be huge keeping that track position, but I'm not sure if these cars will be able to move around, up a groove or two or not, but it has to go better than our Road to Pro race did on Thursday. We did not run well there at all, and just really couldn't get a grasp on the setup, but thankfully, hopefully the car will be under us in this EMGG Camaro going on next week, but Dover is typically one of my stronger tracks.
All right, buddy. And then just real quick, any friends, family, sponsors that you need to shout out?
Yeah, I just got to thank you guys in the booth for always doing a good job. Thank everybody on the car, EMGG, Ryko, all those guys, Laurel Auto Group, Swagbiz, and everybody that puts on S&B.
There you go. There you go. All right, guys and gals, that is going to be it. Painless Durst, Platinum Gamer, and quite a few others. Rock NASCAR also congratulating James Holtzer on a job well done, and I definitely echo those sentiments. But we will be back on Thursday night over on Traction GG with the IndyCar Series. I'll be joining Frozen Toes or Eliza Bethel live in a booth about 8:15. I definitely hope to see every single one of y'all out there. It's going to be a phenomenal race from Barber Motorsports Park. I ran a few practice laps there, and there are a lot of very, very blind turns. It's going to be an interesting race, to say the least. But again, next week, right back here, same bat time, same bat channel, where it'll be the Shake and Bake Cup Series live from the Monster Mile, Dover Speedway in Dover, Delaware. Definitely appreciate everybody that came out, hung out, chatted up, kept me company all night long. We will see y'all again next week.